to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is episode 4, and this is a 2-hour live stream where we come together as a community to get some stuff done, whether it's your aims, your goals, your projects, whether it's just catching up on reading. It's whatever you want to spend your time working on during this segment of your day. And we have focus work, 1 hour, where you can really focus on whatever it is that you want to get done. That's the most exciting part of my time here, besides being with all of you, the community. So I am Kat, for anyone who is new to my channel, Kat's Novel Adventures. And I have many, many interests, and I usually focus on reading and personal development. I'm hoping to get to some other of my interests in the upcoming year. So anyone watching on replay, please let us know what you got up to. We are nosy. We like to know if this is of value to anyone out there who is watching after the fact. And today I am being joined by my lovely A team, which the A stands for amazing. And we're going to start with Laurie.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. I am indeed Laurie, and I am a professional certified coach by day, and I am an avid reader in every moment that I can choose to do so. I collect way too many books, and I also have a booktube channel that's called Books, Ink, and Paper. Tell us about you, Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Threads at Literary Love 123, where I read, analyze, and discuss horror through a literary lens. And I am excited to be here, and I'm throwing it to the awesome Lee.
Hey everyone, I'm Lee, producer of Dark Roots Creations, where I share my bookish content, seasonal living type of things, and this season I am working on personal growth and a personal curriculum. What about you, Liz?
I'm Liz, and in 2026, I'm all about analog. And you can't find me anywhere right now.
And that's okay, because she's living the analog life.
Right.
You couldn't find anybody when you were living the analog life, right?
Right.
Yeah, so welcome, everyone. Let's see who is in the chat hanging with us today. Swank is here. Howdy, everybody. Happy Peanut Butter Day. Happy Belly Laugh Day. Ooh, we should all belly laugh at some point in this stream. Happy World Education Day. Nice. Laurie was telling Swank hello. Definitely use some peanut butter and some belly laughs, that's for sure. And Eleanor's here. Hello, Eleanor. That's a little raven. Maybe she's reading some Poe. I love it. And then Elena's here. Good morning. And she's saying hello to our chat as well. She says, I am good. I am reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Excellent. Alicia is here and telling us all hello. Happy Saturday to you as well, Alicia. Elena's telling Swank hello. And Kathy is here. Hello, Kathy. Good morning. Be here this morning, first time here. Woot. Yeah, that is exciting. Thank you so much for being here and checking us out. We hope that you stick around and become a member of the supportive community. I personally love our community. It's very supportive, very encouraging. I have my accountability partners right here, not to mention everybody in the chat. And it really does, it benefits me a lot to have people in my corner, giving me my gold stars when I earn them, and also helping me when I stumble, when I get those stumbling blocks. Swank said, make coffee and oatmeal with applesauce, pecans, brown sugar, and cinnamon. That sounds nice. Alicia says, though, I love the way you did the introductions. Yes, we're trying something new. And you know what? I just told my ladies here, I said, probably nobody even notices, but it's okay. We're going to try something new because we like to challenge ourselves, right? And sure enough, Alicia noticed. So thank you, Alicia. You get a gold star for noticing.
Yeah.
And then Naomi said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Naomi. So good to see you again. Emily's in the house. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is warm and safe from the bitter cold and storms.
We hope you are too, Emily.
Yes, Emily. Emily's in the crux of it, I can tell you. So anyone who is about to experience the winter Armageddon thing that's about to happen, I'm positive vibes and prayers and thoughts for y'all, because I can't even imagine. I mean, I guess the winter storm is like a comparison for us down south to a hurricane, maybe.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I'm telling you, when a hurricane comes, it's not fun at all. Not at all. I used to think it was fun when people would get together, like they would get all their stuff together for a hurricane party, until we actually got Ida came and like destroyed all of that for us. So I was just like, no, it's not as fun as everybody makes it out to be.
No.
Denise is here. Good morning, Denise. It's been a while for you. Praying I don't have a burst pipe. It's frozen and trying to thaw it out. Yes. I pray that is not the because that happened to our neighbors down the street. And it was terrible. My husband and my neighbor diagonal to us, John, had to go help him. I felt really bad for him with that situation. And Swank is telling Elena, hello. Molly Dot is here. Good morning, Molly. And Emily says, I already have 2 loads of laundry done and about to toss the 3rd in the dryer and the 4th in the wash. So she is making her preps.
She's getting it done.
And Alicia said, no, I think that is a great way to do the introduction. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much, Alicia. And Blake is here. Good morning, everyone. I'm getting my to-do list ready for the day. Excellent. And oh no to Denise. We're all thinking the same thing. Oh no, Denise. We're hoping you get that thought out. So before we get started into what our intentions and all that are going to be, how did your week go, Laurie, this week? You and Jen have been sick for a little bit. So how did this week go for you?
Yeah, it was not my best week for sure, but I mean, it was a number of things. I do feel better, so thank you for all of your well wishes and concerns. We did have a foster dog for a week who was on hospice, and so that was a little tricky and very emotional. And we took him yesterday to the vet because we knew that it was time and he was ready. So that was a very difficult day as well. Even though we only had him for a week, we were just really hoping that he would rally. And we also knew that was very unlikely. But the best day that I had was Wednesday. And usually, I got to tell you, Wednesdays are not a good day for me. I don't know why. But I was just so focused and I got so many things done and I was feeling so overwhelmed and so behind and, much like you all can identify with. And so I really felt at the end of that day that I had just really rocked it and it spanned into Thursday as well. So I think I am on the mend and back to normal a little bit.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear because I know it really knocked you for a loop.
It really did. Yeah.
How about you, Jen? How'd your week go?
I feel much, much better this week, Laurie. I'm glad you feel better too. But the previous week was rough. It was really rough.
Yeah.
But this week I don't even think I put any intentions in for this past week because I didn't know how I was going to feel. But I did finish my book, All the White Spaces, and my vlog was all nice and ready to go. And then my app crashed and I lost part of it. So I think I'm just I can't try to redo any of it. So I'm just going to put in a few texts to introduce the book and then just go. I cannot, in my brain, I can't deal with doing it again. So hopefully that vlog will be up tomorrow. I also was able to do a little bit of cleaning and decluttering in my office. When I say I'm taking my time, I really mean I'm taking my time. I might do one area a day, but that's really the majority of what I did this past week was do some cleaning and decluttering in my office, finish reading All the White Spaces. And I know I did other stuff, but what those things are has escaped me for the moment.
Well, one of the big things that I would like to share for Jen is even though she wasn't feeling 100%, she still showed up for her self-care sprints on Tuesday morning.
Oh, good for you.
So if anyone is looking for morning sprints, Alicia, I know you can type faster than I can ever type to get any of that in. if anybody's looking for that, she is doing that on Tuesdays. Not sure if you have your next Tuesday self-care sprints up.
I do. Yep.
Okay.
The
So
27th, I think it'll be.
well, if Alicia wants to get that up for us, she can. And that way, if anybody's looking for that, I think it's wonderful that she's doing them. And, you know, it's also to support Jen. Jen is getting close to her 500 subscriber mark, y'all. And I don't want to stop with this, but it really is making me crazy. And I know most of y'all here, unless you're a newbie, are already subscribed to us. But I have been actively working to even try to get my friend Alex to her 1K point. And y'all, it's like every week I think she goes up one. And I'm like, she is literally crawling. And she's only like 2 subscribers away. And I'm just like, where are y'all? Please, you know, because you know, there's quality creators here and something to offer everybody. And you know what? It costs nothing to subscribe. Nothing. You know, of course you got to be interested in the content. I get that. But, you know, we creators work hard. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, if y'all need sprints in the morning on a Tuesday morning, please check out Jen with her self-care. It's been wonderful. I've attended the last 2 weeks since she's done it. And it's really helped me out a lot. So Molly said that I'm going to allocate meds. I'm getting behind on that again. You don't want to get behind on your meds. Popped in. Good morning. Ugh, I came down with a cold yesterday. No. So this morning it's going to be low key. I want Swank's oatmeal.
Yeah.
And then Emily said we had below 30. Well, negative 30 wind chill yesterday. We're only supposed to get I love only, supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow in central Illinois, which is normal. It's south that will be hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, weather is wacky. I mean, my friend Simon has been stressing out all week because not Atlanta. He lives outside of Atlanta, about 2 hours. Georgia was supposed to be getting hit really hard, and he has a doctor's appointment on Monday, and he's like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, they'll close if you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like but he's worried about it. Well, the weather's already changed since we got that first report. So the weather's wacky. You never know what it's going to do. Jellicle said, I did get stocked up for storm, plus ran out from meds, juice, ginger ale last night. Very good.
Stay hydrated and rest.
Yeah. Is your mom still with you, Jellicle? And if so, how is she doing? And then Emily says, I have to get it done early. We have one washer and dryer for 12 units. So I need to rise and shine to beat everyone else. Well, that's good. I mean, that's efficient and you know what you have to get done. Molly says, my sleep has been messed up most of the week, and that's something I need to work on for next week. Alicia said, my week was good and productive. Kiddos got report cards and awards. I decluttered under my bathroom sink and closet. Very good, Alicia. Alicia's like you this year, Jen. She's on a decluttering, you know, what am I going to say? An adventure, maybe. It could be an adventure depending on what you find when you declutter.
True.
We have some highs from Elena to Molly and Molly to Elena. Here is Jen's self-care sprints for anyone who's looking for them.
Thank you, Alicia.
Tina's in the house. Good morning, everyone. So happy to be a part of Saturday Morning Momentum. Well, we are very happy to have you here as part of this community and supporting one another. And Alicia says, Jen and I have the same number of subs. Wow. Yeah. So Alicia too. Alicia shows up every Sunday, y'all, every Sunday morning, with the exception of 1 or 2 Sundays when she is gallivanting around Universal Studios, you know, or Epic Universe, which is fine.
A hard knock life, right?
Yeah. Sometime. And so the same thing, go subscribe and hit the like button to show all the love. Alicia, put your link in there too. I'm sure everybody's already subscribed, but you know,
they can click. Yeah,
just in case. And Molly says, I love to try the self-care sprints, but they're at a bad time for me. I think I can join the week after next though. But Molly, you can also watch on replay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Replays are wonderful. We have people that watch our Saturday morning momentum after the fact. That's why I say that at the end. Let us know what you get up to, because I have had people say, this is what I did during Power Hour. And I love that, because it lets me know, somebody is out there, is using them and what they're using them for. Swank said, Jen's Tuesdays are great. I use them as another Saturday morning. Very nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, my comments got stuck. I don't know if that ever happens to y'all. They get stuck. Naomi says, I'm in Western Pennsylvania. They're calling for 10 to 18 inches. Wow. And knowing the weather around here, we will probably get a foot or less or nothing. Possible. And you're welcome, Jen, from Alicia. And Naomi said, my week was pretty out of rhythm with school delays and cancellations. I work at a school, but I did start to get some stuff done around the house and didn't procrastinate too much. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Good.
And Swank said, I made a big pot of homemade chicken noodle soup yesterday and devil's food cupcakes with buttercream frosting. Alicia's sprints are great too. And here's Alicia's channel for anyone that wants to check Alicia out. Like I said, Sunday mornings, I'm generally attending there unless I have to go run an errand or do something at that specific time. And thank you for the kind words. Well, you're welcome, Alicia. They're all true. So we need to get them out there. And I don't think the sprints after the fact work for me, but I can give it another go. Well, maybe so. You got to find what works for you, Molly.
That's right.
And Alicia says, it's funny you mentioned Epic of Universe. I did recently schedule a day to go. And Kathy says, I'm an hour north of New York City. Supposed to get anywhere between 12 to 24 inches. Ran to grocery store at 7 a.m. this morning. Needed half and half for coffee. Boy, she's got her priorities straight.
Yes. The coffee is number one.
Coffee is a must. That's why I always said, if I was ever going to buy a generator, because of course we need those for hurricanes too, it would be for the coffee.
Yeah.
It would absolutely be for the coffee.
Angelical said, yes, Mom is still here. Her leg is still not healed. They're supposed to give her a bone stimulator. I'm scared I will get her sick, but I have to do everything, including cooking, so I can't isolate. Yeah, well, I continue to pray for your mom. I know how it is when you have, an elderly mom that you're trying to take care of, and then you're still working and doing all the things that you're trying to get up to. So, this is not a time for you to be sick, that's for sure, because that's your energy level is going to be down. So hopefully it's something that'll pass quickly. That's our hope anyway. And Eleanor said, I've been home this week trying to get over this weird bug, and all the sprints have been great. Yeah, Eleanor has been hit hard too, but so many people in the BookTube community, AuthorTube community have been feeling it. So whatever it is, let's hope it passes, gets out of our systems, or doesn't get into our system. And that way we can get on with our year, because we want to get a lot of stuff done this year. Okay, so let's talk about intentions for Power Hour. Laurie, what are your intentions for today?
I am editing a video on iMovie today that I made yesterday for anticipated releases for February. So that's going to probably take my whole hour, but because it's a long video. But if not, then I'll go on and do something else fun.
Excellent. Jen, how about you?
I will be finishing. I'm about halfway through Roger Corman's The Mask of the Red Death, starring Vincent Price. I'm about halfway through it. It's my first time. I love Poe stories. I've never watched any Poe adaptations, and no shade to Vincent Price, but after seeing about half of this Mask of the Red Death, I kind of realized why I was like not that interested.
Palpitations. You just gave me heart palpitations.
Well, let me tell you, Liz, Jen and I are going to speak about the movie adaptation with Vincent Price as part of our discussion on Sunday.
That's why I watched it, because I was like, I have to do this, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm trying to go with the flow. I don't know. That's a topic for tomorrow. So I'm gonna finish watching that, and then edit my polar gothic vlog where I talk about all the white spaces and just try to figure out what I'm going to do because my app crashed part of the way through and the introduction was lost and I just cannot try to fit it in there. It's just, I can't do it. So I'm just going to have to try to put a little synopsis and intro in text format and let it be what it is because I really want this video to go up because I feel like it's well done and I've invested whole lot of time in this. So we'll just see. It's just going to go up and it will be what it will be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people might think that you're doing some kind of new technique,
Sure.
just go with the flow, start it off the way you want to start it off and see how it goes. Because believe me, there's all kinds of ways that you can put a video out, right? There's all kinds of techniques and artsy stuff and whatever. So you got this, Jen. Maybe it was the universe trying to test your, maybe you said something negative about the technology with the universe. Oh, I know what it was. You were upset with not being able to share the other day. And the universe said, nah, Jen, let's see. I'm going to give you this challenge and see if you can overcome it.
But I need the universe to stop challenging me. Stop, universe. I'm good. I just know. But I press on through the whatever this Mask of the Red Death movie is and whatever the technology is, I forge ahead.
The ghost of Vincent Price.
You got this. Yeah. Vincent Price, I will tell you, is pretty much the best part of the film.
He's amazing.
There are things about it that I can give like some kudos for. I mean, I'm not going to bash it for sure, but there are some things in it that I found like interesting. Also, considering it was released in 1964, so I know we're going to be able to talk a little bit about that. That'll at least be a good 20 to 30 minutes of chunk of time.
Yeah, because I noticed a few other like Easter eggs from other post stories.
Yes.
So, we can talk about that too.
Okay, Lee. So what about you?
I got all the things. I got some self-care, some meal prep, some content prep, some entertainment, some reading, some Bible study. So what I can get done in 60 minutes.
And guess what, guys? Lee is going to be able to probably get at least to something on all of those categories.
I was going to say.
She is like the superhero of to-do lists. I mean, she can knock out items. Like if she was a boxer, she'd be like, pow, self-care, pow, meal prep, So yeah, she's like,
I'm gonna try.
I mean, I'm in awe of what she gets accomplished. Really am. Liz, how about you?
Well, here's my conundrum. I have this book that's looking at me saying, read me, but I also have like a laundry list of things to do. So I'm thinking maybe I'll concentrate on my list of things to do because they've already called it for us for work on Monday. So if I get everything done today, then maybe I can just take Sunday and Monday off. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to do one of those two things.
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's awesome when you know ahead of time. My school I used to work at, we always had to wait around for public school, and they were infamous for literally waiting until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when like buses are about to pick kids up. It's like, really? Yes. I mean, parents,
usually like
parents or teachers or anything. It's like, let us know ahead of time. Like, how is that going to kill you in the long run? But yeah. So I am going to be working on finishing my planning for the week because I did start yesterday. I had a pretty good week this week. I was able to get my exercise in that I planned. I am almost finished the Wastelands. I was thinking 2 weeks to finish the Wastelands. I am almost finished that book. Very excited about that. So Alex and I will be able to talk about it. And then also I volunteered, and then Barry's going to take care of Bailey at the vet today. So that'll be kind of like off my list kind of thing. But I really need to finish planning for next week. I got, some stuff on the calendar, and then I want to rewatch the video that I uploaded, exported to my iPad, just to make sure if there's any other little things I haven't I didn't catch, and that way I can fix them, because I'm trying to release that video for Monday. That's the day I want to try to get that released. And then if I have any time after that, then I'm just going to start knocking things off my to-do list that I have to do, because I had a long list yesterday and I didn't get to everything. So I'd like to try to knock all that out, because I would like to have some downtime today to do some Poe, because I have not been able to do as much Poe this week as I wanted to. And I need to spend time with my man. I mean, I haven't had time, and I want my time with him. I mean, I could keep reading him, but still, it's like, I wanted to do it this week. Emily says, I am a teacher, and every day this week has had at least one student absent from some illness. Yes, I remember those days as a teacher, constant revolving door. And thank you. Yes, this is my nightmare before Christmas. I get obsessed with one particular mug, and I'll use that to death. But yeah, I use that one pretty much every day. Swing said, I will be continuing ADHD for smart ass women. Very nice. Tina said, I'll be reading during Power Hour. Excellent choice. And Alicia said, my intentions for Power Hour are cleaning up my desk, looking for washi tape I need, and setting up my personal journey. I also need to edit a video. Alicia's another one. Alicia and Lee. Alicia sometimes has a spinner wheel thing. She hasn't used it in a little bit, but sometimes she has that little spinner wheel, and that wheel goes. You probably broke it, Alicia. That's why I think you haven't in a while, because you're always like spinning it. But anyway, she's another one that can get a lot done in an hour. So yeah, they're like the superhero of tackling your to-do list. Blank said, I love Mask of the Red Death with Vincent Price. Listen to Christopher Lee read the story. Also listen to The Raven read by Alan Rickman on. Yeah, she sent us that information.
Anything by Alan Rickman is.
Oh yeah, Alan Rickman. But you know what I noticed? I did notice this last night when we were watching Mask of the Red Death, because I watched it with Barry. Alan Rickman, there was a scene when Vincent Price is walking or whatever, and it kind of reminded me of Alan Rickman when he was Snape, and the way Snape would walk through the room with the flick of his cape and all that stuff. I was like, they have some like similar mannerisms. So they play a villain really well. That was something that popped out at me when we were watching that. Angelical said, I have to feed everyone. Then I'm just going to curl up with a hot drink and read. And you just self-care can be part of Power Hour.
That's right.
And Alicia said, the universe works in mysterious ways sometimes. My intentions is right now I am folding a load of laundry. I need to change the sheets on my bed and pick up upstairs so I could vacuum a little later, waiting until after 9 because of the shared walls. That's very sweet of you, Emily. Yeah. Yes, Lee is focused. Emily said, I forgot to add, I already put in my grocery order, not much as I ordered Thursday, but they didn't get whole milk on my list, which I need for chicken and wild rice soup. Yum.
Ooh, y'all are making me hungry.
Yeah, Barry's making a beef stew, so I'm very excited about that. He just put everything in the crock pot for that. Kathy said, reading an arc called Upward Bound by Woody Brown and loving it so far. Excellent. And Emily said, we did e-learning yesterday because of the cold. They called it before we left work Thursday, which was nice. No stress wondering if you had to report in. Yes, that is very considerate that they do that, because it depends on how you plan your day. Like in the evening time, like, am I going to be going to work or I'm not? And then that puts you in a different mindset. If you know ahead of time, you can put your other plan in place for that. Eleanor said, it's nice and quiet, so I'll be reading Dark Sisters. Just 50 more pages to go. That is the book club for the Bookworm Club. I can't wait to start. I'm waiting till February because I have books I need to finish in January, but also because it will count for Folklore February. So, morning, Kaylin. Hello, sweet Kaylin. Hello. So lovely to see you all. Well, it's lovely to see you too. Yeah. All three of those guys have great narrating voices. Yes, I agree very much. And then highs to Kaylin from Alicia. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get our kitty cat ready. So, Kathy, I don't know if you've ever attended sprints before, but some people do silent sprints. That's what generally I do. So you are not going to hear the kitty cat anything during the hour that we're going to be on Power Hour. So you can put your own music in, your own ambiance if you want to. You will hear the kitty cat at the end meow at us to tell us that we're back. So Emily said no one before we left work also allowed us to take whatever paperwork we needed home.
Very true.
Yes. Yes.
Very true.
And hey, and that's to Alicia. Okay, so let's get our kitty cat started and we will begin with Power Hour. Okay, happy Power Hour, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Our kitty cat says our power hour is over. That was quick. Okay, so how did you do, Laurie?
I did pretty well. I didn't finish it. I was pretty sure I wouldn't, but I got 21 minutes of it completed, and I have a total of 37, so I'm not too far from the end.
Very nice. Good star for good progress. And
Thank
Jen,
you.
how
It'll
about
go up
you? Jen, how about you?
I got almost all the way through the Mask of the Red Death. I think I have 5 to 10 minutes left of the movie, so it's interesting. It's entertaining. It's definitely entertaining. I'll say that for sure.
Yes, and I just have to pop Jen's comment in. She said, I just realized I actually did post my intentions in the Discord for this past week. My brain is not hitting on all cylinders. Well, I forgot that you did also. So to back you up and say, hey, Jen, you really did. Because I also then questioned myself, did I put my stuff in too? So I did check and I gave myself my gold stars for what I did get done during that time. I wanted to mention that Jen at Pages and Chaos popped in.
Oh, good.
I saw that and that's where I thought I had started, but of course, did I? No. That would have been too easy. I did start. Hello. Morning, running a bit behind today, but I'm going to work on editing this morning. So I just wanted to give her a shout out for that. Also, Andy popped in, my friend Andy, and then Shannon, who is SD Houston. She just had a book published.
Congrats
for her. And she was saying that she was going to be working on admin things today. Her deadline, this is the writers conference deadline. She hosts a free writers conference in June, I want to say.
Ooh,
that's so cool.
Yeah, she has quite a few people that do panels and talks, anybody in writing. She's got podcast scheduling and charmed chats graphics to do. So they popped
what's
in.
the name of the book? Do we know? Can she put it in the...
I don't know if Shannon is still in here or not, but Shannon, if you're still here and you want to put your title in, she writes romantasy.
Okay.
That is what her specialty is. Eleanor also gets a gold star for subscribing to Alicia's channel. That was very sweet of you. And Mindy also popped in. At that time she popped in, which was 8:58 my time. She had just woken up. She got some coffee and was planning to read. So that got us through anybody that came in new. So Lee, how did your power hour go?
Good. I got a little bit of everything done, and most of all, prepping for videos I want to film today.
Oh, good. Very good. And Liz?
It's good. I got bills paid. I did some laundry, some vacuuming, read a chapter of my book, so covered all my bases.
Very nice. And I was able to watch my video. Everything looks good. I haven't caught anything. Hopefully when I watch it, when I upload it, I don't catch it then. That has happened before, that I've caught something and I'm like, really? Why you didn't catch it like the 2 other times you watched? So anyway, it's uploading to YouTube. That'll probably take all day. And then I also finished my planning for next week. So pretty happy and excited about what I have coming up this week. And Molly said that she got enough med allocation done 3 mornings and 5 evenings, but she has gone back to bed with a threatening migraine. So positive vibes that you are not suffering with that all day, because that would really be the pits. And Alicia is thanking Eleanor. Jamie popped in, stopping in before work to smoosh the like button, which I like all the smooshing, the like button. Emily said, switched out some laundry, put away my grocery delivery, read a few pages to finish my book, and placed an Amazon order. Very good. You were pretty productive also. And Shannon said, still working on admin things, will be an all-day thing. Oh, yeah. I understand that for sure. Swank said I'm 16% into my book. Excellent. Mindy said, I made coffee, started laundry, and read 20 pages of Dark Sisters by Christy DeMeester.
Yay.
So excited. I hope people are enjoying it. Alex, I will say, Alex and I were a little nervous just because it is a new release. We don't normally choose new releases. And we're also, it's a horror book, so historical horror. But so I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's getting good ratings, out there, but I guess it's going to be everybody's cup of tea. And it might not be. Jen said, I got laundry and dishes done and edited most of my vlog going up tomorrow, but the vlog is very boring this time around, so easy to edit. Jen, I think you are like being hard on yourself. For one thing, just watching you talk about anything is fun.
I was going to say,
yes. And I need to catch up on her Advent because she's revealing her little books. She got an Advent calendar for that, and I'm behind on it. But I got to see what she's getting because I went shopping yesterday I got birthday stuff for myself from Barry. I told Barry I bought this because this is what you're buying me instead of him going out and trying to buy something for himself. They were a little bit less at the store, so I got 2 more of those little book balls, and I bought myself a series of books that I've been wanting. Good. So I'm not counting that in my book spending either because they are from him. That is a gift. I don't count gifts. Alicia said, I got my desk cleaned off, mostly book relocation, found my washi tape. It's super cute. And I created 5 journal pages. Aw. And congrats to Shannon on her book releasing. And Eleanor said, almost finished with Dark Sisters. The ending is looking like a banger.
Yay.
Excited to read it. Tina said, I got some reading done and rested a bit. Excellent. Here's Shannon's channel if you want to check out all of what she's doing. She is also another one that offers morning sprints Monday through Thursday. Yeah. And I think Monday she goes a little bit longer, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she's very focused, very short amount of time, chatty bit, and you get 60 minutes of work time back to back to back. So I like that because it keeps me going, and then she's holding me accountable basically because it's like I gotta, weigh in what I'm doing at that point. Alicia said, give yourself some grace, Jen. You're doing great. Yep. I have no B-roll, so it's just me talking about the 2 books, but thank you, everyone. It's okay. Not all the time can you have B-roll. I mean, it just doesn't always work out that way. And Molly is here. Hello. We have another Molly. Hey, everyone. My first time with all of you. I got a present ready, started an audiobook, laundry, got Valentine's stuff out, and decided to eliminate 2 things from my closet. Ooh, gold stars for Molly on her first time here.
Yes.
That's awesome. And you reminded me about Valentine's stuff. That is coming up, and I do like to send out my Valentine cards. So let me write a note to myself about that because I might not remember it again. It might be after Valentine's Day, and I'll be like, "Oops, I forgot to do that."
I love eliminating 2 things at a time. That sounds so peaceful.
Yes. I tried to do that. Liz, at the beginning of last year, was doing a challenge where she was giving away like 1 thing one day, then it was 2 things the next day. And I was like, oh, she inspired me. So I think I did it for a couple of days and then I fell off the wagon. So I was like, well, it is what it is, but that's my barely attempt at trying to finally declutter my master closet, bedroom closet. That's going to probably be my death trap. So, bizarre ways to die. That'll be my bizarre way. I'll go in and punk my head on the thing because I tripped over shoes and stuff. Yeah, it's a real thing, and I struggle with it. I don't know why. I know why. Part of it is I need to drag everything out of the closet. That would be the Kondo way, Marie Kondo. I just never can do that because it's like, where am I going to put it while I'm trying to? And there's no telling where my stuff will end up because Bailey's a thief. They'll probably all wind up on her bed or in Luna's kennel because she's always pinning everything on Luna. So yeah, it's a real thing, y'all, over here.
We
Yeah.
understand. If we have dogs, we all understand.
Yeah, well, Bailey is known. Golden retrievers are known for their, being thieves. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Kathy
Winnie will put
said,
hers underneath her body so we can't see them.
"Oh yeah, she does." And the other day she stole bubble wrap. How she got the bubble wrap, I don't know. She stole bubble wrap that I'll plan on using for a future packaging a book for, and she had a death grip on it, and I'm like, "Girl, I'm gonna let this go right now." And she's just looking at me like, I love this bubble wrap. And I'm like, no, I had the bubble wrap. So finally I got it from the, clench from her jaws. She's rotten. I'm surprised she didn't hide it under her so that she could chew on it later. So I caught her. I caught her before I guess she could do it. Gold stars to Kathy. Her first time here also made some coffee and got some reading done. Excellent. And ladies, Molly and Kathy, we do have a Discord. It is in the description box below. We have a bunch that goes on in the Discord as far as like setting your intentions for the week. Lee is our segment person. She is setting some little focus goals every month. Next week, she will be
Thank you for that reminder because I wrote it down at one point and forgot about it again.
He is going to do it the last Saturday of the month. So February focus goals will be announced next Saturday. Of course, you are not obligated, but it just gives us a little more accountability, something to kind of focus on if you need some, something to focus on. So check that out. We would love to have you in the Discord as well. Jen said to Alicia, giving myself grace is something I'm working on this year. Excellent. I think everybody needs to give themselves grace for sure.
Right.
And Alicia's like, yay. And Swank said, I don't do Valentine's Day except the chocolate. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, Valentine's Day, they got Galentine's Day and you can do things with your friends. It doesn't always have to be a romantic holiday.
Halloween.
Yeah. Halloween. That's true. When I was looking up Amore, which is one of my prompts for Folklore February, it stands for all kinds of love. So you might want to have Valentine's Day with your little furry, fur baby or whatever. You can. Nothing wrong with that. And Molly said, I've been decluttering since beginning of December. Now when I see it and know I don't want it, it goes. Excellent. I find decluttering is one of those tasks that when you start to see a little bit of progress, that's when it kind of motivates you. You're like, oh, golly, yes, this bin gets this, you get this, you get that. So I'm hoping I'll get that bug soon. Kaylin said, hi, first time people. And Alicia said, if you haven't already, please hug the like button and subscribe so you can see more content in Saturday Morning Momentum. Alicia. Alicia's she really helps me a lot with my channel stuff. Kaylin said, I'm reading the last one at the wedding and just finished A Killing Cold, which I liked. Laurie, I know you just read that one too.
I did. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
What is A Killing Cold? Is it a
Kate Alice Marshall mystery thriller set in the winter, which is kind of like perfect timing, right? And I can give you a quick synopsis, but if you want, but it's really unique. So it's about a woman who's engaged to a guy and he takes her to his family's mountain, which they own, which is interesting, for Christmas because they always get together at Christmas at the mountain. And she gets into this big home on the mountain. They all have their own little cabins. And she sees a picture of herself as a child in this house. And she has no memory of how that would have happened or anything like that.
Ooh.
Yes, it was very, very good. It's very clever. Yeah.
That's intriguing. Yeah. That is intriguing.
It is good. Yeah.
And thank you to Jen for the congratulations. Yes, Shannon, if you want to put the title of your new book that released, please do. We'd love that. And Kaylin said, yeah, A Killing Cold was a fun one. Clever. See, I like that when you can find a good thriller that in suspense the whole time and has a really good ending. I love that. Yeah.
Me
The
too.
last one I think I read was The Woman in the Library. That was mystery thriller, more mystery, I think. But before that, Lee and I, buddy, read The Housemaid. And I'm going to tell you what, that book, whew.
People love
No, it
that.
wasn't The Housemaid one I read. We read the Alice Feeney. No, which one do we read?
Beautiful, Ugly.
All the Good People.
Yeah, all good people here.
All Good People, yes.
Good People
Yes.
here.
We read that one. And that one was one that kept you on your toes. And oh my gosh, by the time the ending, I'm like,
because it was like you had two secret stories in the past, the current secret story, plus the stories coming from the past. It just took us on a ride with that one.
yes. But Lee was the one that encouraged me to read The Housemaid. Like I had a couple of people, my friend Halko, he recommended it to me and I had put it on my list for that. But when we were talking, Lee was the one that said, oh, you're going to like The Housemaid if you like this book kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I did. So it was really good. I want to read the other two books in that series and see how I like those. Sherry's here. Hello. Good morning, Sherry. First time watcher. Woohoo. We got a lot of first time watchers. Gold stars for our first time watchers. Welcome,
That's
welcome.
right.
Appreciate you being here. And hello and welcome to Sherry from Alicia. And hey to Alicia. And Kaylin said, yes, the last two thrillers I read, I really didn't like. So at least you got one that you did. And Jen said, I am doing a 90-day decluttering challenge. I'll share the blog in the Discord. Excellent. We're on week 3. Each week is a new room. The free version, she posts the room each week and the previous link disappears. Oh, gotcha. And then Nancy says, hello, Nancy. I am reading The Widow by John Grisham. So good. I haven't read a Grisham in a while. I need to check it out. And then Shannon said, A Curse of Wings and Gems. And
fun.
Welcome, Shannon. Yeah, we need to get you out there. And then Jen said, but I can share the tasks from those past weeks. New week should post tomorrow. Well, thank you for sharing that. And Sherry said, thriller suspense is my favorite genre. Just read Guess Again by Charlie Donnelly, and that was a 10 out of 10. Very nice. Thank you for the recommendation. More welcomes to Sherry for being here, and we're showing some love to Shannon. Okay, so this is the part where we have to try to make a commitment to what our intentions are going to be next week, or what you would like to get to. Remember, if you don't get to them, it's okay, because something else might have come up that takes the place of them. Maybe you weren't meant to be doing that at that moment. Who knows? It's okay. Like we were talking, give yourself grace, right? So what are your intentions for the upcoming week, Laurie?
I'm going to read a couple of books, probably. I always put that down because I don't know. I just want to try to keep myself on track and read what I want to do for Mardi Gras Readathon in particular. I actually bought some scrapbooking, a collection for the first time in years. A bookish collection that Echo Park made.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to scrapbook at some point this week, and I am going to review a Nat Galley title that I read and have not gotten to the review for, which I feel bad about. I'm going to try to walk, and I know it's going to be super cold, but I can walk like, in my around the island in my kitchen, or there's ways in which I can walk, but I'm just going to try to move, because I felt like for a while I've just been a slug because of how I was feeling. And I'm going to update my comments in my YouTube channel, because I have not been doing that as a result of kind of being out. And then so what's interesting is I had this idea this morning, and then of course we started talking about these things. I have been talking about trying a chapter or trying a book, and if it's not going to work, then purging it this year. So I'm really in a big purge space with books. But this morning I decided, it's a little chilly, I was going to put on an old robe that I had years ago. And I said to myself, it's a Star Wars Princess Leia robe. It has a hood with the button.
Love that.
Adorable. I know. And so I took it out. I hadn't worn it in a long time. It was very heavy. And I thought to myself, I need to try a clothing piece on now and again. And if I don't want to, wear that ever again, then I'm going to donate it. So I'm gonna keep the Princess Leia because it was really soft and cuddly, but I'm gonna do that with some other things this week too. So I could try anything and then purge it if I don't like it anymore.
Excellent. Well, two things before we move to Jen. I will say I used to walk my house all the time before I got my treadmill from my friend, and it works. I mean, of course, everybody thinks you're weird walking through the house. They're just like, "What are you doing?"
The dogs and the cat
walk
look
in
at
the
me
house. Sometimes I would go out the back door and walk the deck or whatever, because a lot of times it was because it was too cold or it was raining, and I'm like, I have to get my steps in. Because I think that was when I was doing the walk 20 and 20 or whatever. I'm like, I need to do this. I need to get my 20 minutes in. So I did before I got my treadmill. And then the second thing, did you finish the Little French Bistro? Did you finish it?
No, but I'm about halfway through. So I'm getting there. But I really like it.
Yes, I found it on Instagram. I found it on audiobook. And so I think I'm going to listen to it on audiobook this time because it'll be a reread for me. So I'm excited about that. But I'm going to start that the first week of February. It's not very long, so it's not going to take.
It's an easy read too. It's short chapters, which is good.
Yes. Jen, how about you? What are your intentions?
First of all, I want to see pictures of you in that robe, Laurie, with the hood and the Leia buns. I need pictures. That would lift my mood so much.
All right.
I'm requesting.
That would be a happiness boost.
Yes, I'm also
I have one from when I got it.
Yes, do a video wearing it, please. I need the picture and the video. Thank you.
We'll see. We'll see.
You could do a short on the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, I could. And but my granddaughter was born that day, so I could even, find one for her, and then we.
That's your little idea right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I am eagerly awaiting. So my plans this week are to read. I need to start The Place Where They Buried Your Heart by Christina Henry because I'll be on Isabel Reed's her live show to talk about that. So I need to read it. And then I'm going to be doing more cleaning and decluttering in my office. I'm not sure that I'll get to my next room, which is my hallway bathroom. If I can, great, but I would like to finish cleaning and decluttering my office. Then I need to post more books on Pango. I need to sort out my February TBR or pile of possibilities. There are a couple I know that I will definitely be reading, but I need to see. I may just stick with maybe 3 that I'm definitely going to read and mood read the rest of the time. That seems to work well for me. And then I want to work in my journal. I've been very slowly working on what I'm calling a grief journal, and it's really exploring my grief through a literary lens as I'm, at the point where I'm looking, thinking about what I'm feeling with my mom's condition at the end stage of Parkinson's. But I've had trouble writing the way I felt, just straight up my own words. But I reread Frankenstein, which is my favorite classic. I read it again a few months ago, and I really focused this read on quoting or annotating the quotes that really spoke to grief. And so I've decided to finish working through Frankenstein, the quotes I have, and using those quotes to explore my grief. And then I have some other books that I've read and poems that I've read. So I want to put those quotes in the journal and then write my response to it. And it's really helping me to get through the days right now.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Lee, how about you?
First, I want to say, and Laurie, I'm not calling you an old lady. I want to start by saying that. However, I want to start by saying that. However, here at the malls, in the morning, in the all year round, actually, because for hot weather and for cold weather, at the mall, the senior groups do a walk in the mall to get their exercise.
Our mall too. Yes, you're right.
So if you even just a store that you wanted to go into to stay warm that you could kind of walk around in, that might also help people who it's too cold and just want to get out for a little while.
That is a great idea.
Thank you, Lee. And I don't feel bad. I mean, I am old, but I don't feel old. So that's
I
the
don't
goal.
think you are, so that's why I'm saying I don't think you. I don't think that.
You know what it is? It's all these retired people that get to go to the mall to do that. That's what it is.
Yes,
No
that's during the
kidding.
morning time that, like, you know, after rush hour, before lunch, they go during that time.
Yeah, they go early. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good time for, or even like sometimes they have it before the mall even opens, just for that group of people to go walk around.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Wonderful.
How about you, Liz? Oh, go ahead, Laurie.
No, and I don't know what I'm doing yet, because for the past 2 weeks, any intention I've put down, I haven't done. The intentions I set Saturday. By Sunday, I decided I wasn't doing them. So I don't know yet what I'm doing.
No, well, you'll have some time to think about it. How about you, Liz? What are you up to?
Well, this week I have a writing deadline, so I'm going to be watching some movies and doing a lot of writing. And then whatever time is left over, I'm just going to work on my bingo boards.
Excellent. You have some fun bingo boards, that is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I plan to do my body week 4. I'm in body block number 1, but this is what they call up week. So they have 2 workouts. They have a suggestion if you want to try another like program. And then the other 2 days, of course, I'll just walk the rest of the week. That way I don't have to worry about skipping any movement for sure. But I only have 2 scheduled, and that's just the way the block was worked out. I want to film and edit another video. I'll be volunteering at the Friends of the Library store on Thursday. I need to read The Blue Castle by Ellen Montgomery for Cozy Cottage Book Club, which is next Saturday. I think I'll get to it pretty quickly because I love Ellen Montgomery's writing and they're quick. And then The Place Where They Buried Your Heart by Christina Henry. I want to read this one too because I actually purchased it specifically to read for Isabel's book club, and it's all Jen's fault that I'm reading this book anyway, because she had a book call where she was talking about all the books, and every book she mentioned in that book call I want. So when Andrew and I went to book Barnes and Nobles, I went ahead and picked up that book. So those 2 I need to do. I'm almost finished the Gunslinger book that I'm reading, The Wastelands, very, very close. So if I can finish that, then I can start these 2. And then also I need to get my notes together for our group read, which is tomorrow. Jen and I will be talking about The Mask of the Red Death, the short story, as well as our thoughts about the first adaptation. Because there is a second Mask of the Red Death adaptation, I believe, from 1989. It's either 87 or 89, around there. So I'm curious. I'm not going to watch it, this weekend, but Barry's the one that pointed it out. He's like, which one are we watching? I'm like, we're watching the 64, the one with Vincent Price. So anyway, that is what I have on my agenda. And then anything else that I forgot to mention, I'll put it in Discord because it seems like I forget other things that I need to do. Emily said that she is setting up her meds and supplements for the week and getting ready to have a protein bar so I can take my meds. I need to be super productive today as I was out of town all weekend last week. Gotcha. Yeah, it's almost like you lose time when you go out of town. Kaylin said, I wish it was easier to share journals and scrapbooks with each other.
Oh,
Only in Discord, I think, is where you can at least see layouts and stuff.
yeah.
Jen said, my intentions for this week is to try to get a good plan to keep up with my schoolwork without too much stress, fill my February Book of the Month vault prompt, and create a February TBR. Good goals. Alicia said, my intentions for this week are to get caught up on my video editing, do some reading, catch up on Raven Scholar. Yes, Alicia is doing this book club on Wednesday evenings, and she's taken time for those sprints to read their book club book, which I think is pretty cool. She wants to declutter her nightstand and plan some February videos and TBR. Nice. Very good intentions. And Swank says to Alicia and Kelly, do writing sprints. Alicia and Kelly do writing sprints at 8 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. This week, I'm going to start doing the Artist Way during them. Very nice. And Molly said, my intentions are to get this week's meals figured out, schedule time to read, and get to bed by 9:30. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Molly, because Molly one of my goals for 2026 is to get myself a pre-ritual evening routine so I can get in bed on time.
There you go.
I like that. I'll have somebody I can see how they're doing. Jellicle said I'm getting to rest up and hydrate and kick this cold ASAP.
There you go.
And Emily said we all need to see that room. I know she's going to have to do a video where she's doing a fashion show of herself modeling it. The back of the
I'll figure it out. Yeah.
She also come up with some, quotes from Princess Leia as she's saying it, that'll fit in her video. And if she's too shy for a video, she at least just has to have a photo of it for us.
You could just wear it next week.
I'm
just saying, if you want to be nice and snuggly, and
There you go.
Yeah.
True.
I could. I have a photo of it because when the kids gave it to me for Christmas, they took a photo of me in it, but I don't know that it's the whole thing. Maybe it is, but I have it somewhere, but I'll figure it out. Yeah. I had no idea it would be so exciting for all of you.
I mean, look, the other day, everybody was saying to wear the tiara on my sprints, and I wore them, and it just gave me a sense of power.
You did.
So your robe might give you a sense of power now, Laurie.
Maybe we could all commit to wearing something special next Saturday. So Laurie will be isolated and feel like the only one.
It's funny because when I was, when Star Wars first came out, the very first one, all those years ago, which isn't really the first one anymore, I was in high school and I went to see it with my sister and my nieces. I was just like, oh my God, this is the best movie I've ever seen. So people were, it was like ramped way up. And so there was this guy that, he was trying to get me to go out with him. And I was like, and so he's like, I'll take you to the movies. And I said, can we go see Star Wars? And he said, yeah, have you seen it? And I said, no. And so the next thing I knew, anytime anyone said, you want to go see Star Wars? Have you seen it? I would say, no. I probably saw it 20 times. My sister and I went multiple times too. We saw it so much. It was ridiculous.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Emily said today I also need to film something and try to edit for the first time. Very good.
Right. Good.
Shannon said my intentions this coming week include finishing out my street team for my book launch, writing 20,000 words.
Oof.
Need 4 books for the authors coming on my channel for Charm Chat starting on February 1st. Whew, wow. You have a lot. You have a lot on your plate this week, Shannon. Mm-hmm. And link shared in Discord. Thank you so much, Jen. This is for the decluttering.
Yeah.
Mindy said, I need to focus on decluttering, organizing, and cleaning this week. You got this. And Kathy said, my intentions for the week are to finish the 3 books I have going, do some decluttering and cleaning. Excellent.
That's
excellent,
right.
Excellent. And Emily said, sorry to hear about your mom. It sounds like you're processing your grief in a healthy way. I think so. I think it's a wonderful idea for you to use something that you feel comfortable doing, which is writing and reading, and be able to kind of use that as a tool to help you through it. Yeah. Sock is here. Good morning. Intentions continue to enjoy life. Yes. Sock also wears a tiara on her videos, just to say.
Nice.
And Molly says, so sorry, Jen.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry about your mom from Jen at Pages and Chaos. And whoops, sorry. I'm sorry you're going through it. It's hard right now, Jen. Yes, it is. And Alicia said, I forgot I'm having a reading and productivity sprints tomorrow as well. Yes, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I'll be there. And Lee, are you from Chicago area?
No, I already said I live in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Sock said, ooh, what time will that be? 10 a.m. And 10 a.m. Central Time, I should say. 10 a.m. Central Time.
Right.
Spock said, I also intend to use my walking pad if Princess Hobblefoot cooperates that day.
I love that.
And Kaylin said, I thought I detected Chicago. And Alicia said to Sock, yes, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on my channel. You can pop your link in also, Alicia.
Yeah.
Kaylin, no, I live in New Jersey. And Swank says, today I'm going to binge Follow the House of Usher on Netflix.
Yes.
That's a lot of
good.
I only got through the first. I would like to watch at least the second episode because it is The Mask of the Red Death. So I'd like to at least get through that one before. But I did not. I had a fail with the House of Usher. I just couldn't keep up every night.
Yeah.
And Emily said, I am from the south suburbs in central Illinois now.
Yay.
And and Molly says, have a great weekend, everyone. Off to visit my daughter. You can do it, Kat. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. And hopefully we'll see you next week or in Discord if you do Discord. Alicia said, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope.
Yes.
Yeah. Fox says, I vote for Robe plus Tiara. I wear the combo all the time.
Yeah.
Fox is hilarious. Emily said, you forgot the beginning. Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Good luck on filming and editing, Emily, from Shannon. And you got this from Sock. Here are the sprints for tomorrow morning.
Yay.
And Shannon said, gave the celebration for Alicia. Thanks for the sprints. Thank you, Shannon, for being here. Appreciate it. I hope you get everything accomplished this weekend and throughout the week. Mindy said, that's a good idea. I should watch the rest of the fall of the House of Usher. I've only seen the first 3 episodes. Yeah.
It's so good.
It is very good. I think it was a well-made adaptation. I don't know. I haven't seen everything that Mike Flanagan has, created, but what I have watched, I just think he's really amazing.
He is amazing. You will love the
atmosphere, and he's really good about picking, I don't know if he has a say, but he uses a lot of the same actors, and they're just really, really good at their craft. Yeah. I will say that.
I love those. I watched those over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, I was just curious. I was right, and apparently not.
No worries.
And where you live. And thanks to Emily from Alicia. And Alicia says, thank you for the laughs and the Saturday morning momentum, ladies. Best start to my Saturdays. Well, thank you for being here, Alicia. Thanks for helping us out in the chat. I really appreciate you always. And Kelly says, I adore Mike Flanagan's visions. Me too.
Yes.
And Mike Flanagan can do no wrong in my eyes.
It's true.
Yeah, he is amazing. Okay, well, ladies, I appreciate you being here. Again, y'all are an amazing team. I appreciate y'all holding me accountable. And, it's been fun. I appreciate the chat being here, all our friends in the chat holding us accountable. Eleanor's popping in saying this week, I hope to get back into my normal routine with daily movement. And thank you all for this wonderful, motivating group. Well, thank you for being here. I hope you get to do some pickleball this week, Eleanor, because I know you can do it on Wednesday this week. Swank saying thanks for sprints. Alicia saying have a great rest of your day to everyone. And Jen is saying thanks. See you soon. And don't worry about your video being born. It's going to be amazing. And we're all going to watch it. And we're all
going to watch it. That's right.
That's right. Okay. So with that being said, y'all stay amazing out there. Be adventurous, but safe in your adventures. And we will see you back next Saturday.
Yay.
Bye, everyone. Bye.